Today is almost Freedom Day here in Italy.
Yes, stay tuned for Italy new rules.
So today is day 15.
Exactly, Monday, May the 18th.
Yes, and May the 18th, today is a key day for new rules and new freedoms after COVID-19.
Exactly, the government on Saturday finally realized the latest rules for the lifting of the lockdown, and there's lots to cover today, so let's start.
First things first, talking about masks. We have to wear a mask anytime we're inside a public area or on public transportation, like in a bus.
Exactly.
But outside...
No, outside you don't have to wear a mask. But a lot of people wear them anyway, so it's a safety measure and people don't mind to wear masks, I guess.
Right. Another rule is if you have a fever over 37.5, you're supposed to stay home.
Yeah, in Fahrenheit is 100 degrees, I think.
We'll check it out.
Okay, we'll check it out.
But my question is, how do you know? Like, how would you know to check yourself? I mean, would you
feel fever?
It's
Yeah.
37.5.
Yeah, you start feeling the fever, so yeah.
You feel it. Oh.
Also, some stores, they still check your temperature before getting in. We went to the mall the other day, and there's a couple of stores where they check your temperature before getting in, so that's an important step.
Right, speaking of the mall, retail opens today.
That is correct.
And one of the things that's really interesting right now, so yes, they're limiting the amount of people that are going in and out of the store, that's fine, but they're actually defining the entrance and the exit.
Yes.
So they have these little blue taped lines in front of the stores, and that's where you wait to go in, and then they have a separate exit. So a defined way to leave.
So they avoid people to getting in contact with each other, which is kind of interesting.
New normal?
New normal, exactly. Another thing is going to be reopening restaurants, pastry shop, bars, and catering, and canteens for wine. So
fantastic. We can go buy more rosé.
You can go buy more rosé.
Oh, rosé all day. All right, well that's great. I mean, a lot of people are excited to get back to, having their restaurants and all of that sort of stuff. But, again, this whole social distancing thing is going to be playing a big part.
So yeah, in restaurants, the tables should be 1 meter apart, unless it's a family group. So family can sit together, but other people, they have to sit 1 meter apart. So they're going to be spread out. Lots of restaurants are going to be difficulty accommodating this new...
Right. Well, interestingly, in where we live, there are a lot of restaurants in the main square, and so we're thinking that now they normally seat people outside. I think this summer they're a little bit
spread out.
Well, maybe even today we might go and might go and see what they're doing. I'm sure our friend Angela will be very eager to open this restaurant.
Exactly. It's closed for 2 months, so
yeah. We also have all of the museums and churches and mosques and synagogues. All of those.
Yeah, they're going to be reopening
for worship.
For worship, exactly.
Exactly.
And schools are going to remain closed till the end of the year. So this year for school it's closed. Other than the exam, they haven't figured out yet how to do the final exam for students. Most likely going to be online or something like that. So for that, we'll stay tuned. We'll let you know more.
I would give them a pass.
I don't think they can.
I would give them a pass.
I would give them a pass.
I would give them a pass. What else do we got? So wellness centers, spas, terme, all of my favorite places to go still closed.
Yes.
I guess somebody thinks that a steam room is not the best place to open.
No.
Or maybe not the best place for the virus.
No, and people having massage are probably too close to each other.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that's gonna stay closed.
Beaches.
Beaches, yes, they're gonna be reopening today.
Open today.
It's going to be distance between the sunning bed, the beds. It's going to be 1.5 meter and 10 square meter between umbrellas. So it's going to be very spread out.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know what it'll be? It'll be a very nice experience on the beach.
Yeah, it's gonna be less crowded. I guess the price has to go up to make up for
The price is going to go up. Look, I think like anything, it's supply and demand. It is the basis of the economy, and as long as you have people who are willing to pay, they're going to pay it.
Yeah, so beaches are gonna be reopening.
Yeah.
Sports event. So sports team can practice again, but there's not gonna be any competition, especially with public. So soccer games are still gonna be closed for the moment.
And soccer game was one of the big contributors to the virus.
Yeah, the virus up in Bergamo. So
Yeah.
soccer game, no, for the moment.
For the moment, there's no date for reopening those things. Now, my favorite folks, the driving schools.
Driving schools.
They will be reopening, I guess, in a couple of days.
Yeah.
So May 20th for driving schools and testing. Gosh, I got my driver's license last year. Oh, yeah.
Well, they probably will give you a pass for a few months.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and on May 25th, which is going to be a week from today, gym and swimming pools are going to be reopening. Again, swimming pools, they have to maintain very big distance between beds. They have to sanitize the beds every time someone uses them. But yeah, they're going to be able to reopen. So our favorite pool up the street is going to be probably reopening again.
That's right. And last but not least, travel within the EU, or at least to Italy.
To Italy from the EU.
From the EU countries, as well as the UK, Andorra,
and Monaco.
They're all welcome to Italy with, I think, without a quarantine.
Yeah, they haven't specified about quarantine on June the 3rd.
On June the 3rd.
So June the 3rd, people from Europe can travel to Italy.
Exactly.
I don't know if it's going to be like some sort of checking at the border. They haven't come up with any details on this, but yeah, people from the EU, EU resident can come to Italy on June 3rd.
Great.
Yeah.
And we can move around.
And we can move around within regions.
Right, actually, I think that's an important thing. We still cannot leave our region.
Yes, for now.
But June 3rd is
June 3rd.
a couple weeks.
Unless everything is going to be so fantastic that they decide to lift this ban. But at the moment, the deadline is June 3rd.
We will speak about fantastic stuff in a moment.
I know.
Right now we have some housekeeping to do. We have the race to 1,000 subscribers.
Exactly. If you like what we do and you don't want to miss any episode, sign up and subscribe. That way you're going to be notified every time we release a new video.
Exactly. So thank you for going ahead and doing
subscribe.
that. So the curve in new cases and recoveries are like?
Recoveries are skyrocketing at the moment. It's doing really, really well. The curve is going down.
Oh yeah.
Very, very steeply at the moment.
We have a ski slope, folks.
And new cases are very low.
Yeah.
So,
and this seems to be the trend in Europe. The new cases are lower, the curve is lower. Now, Germany, I was looking at the curve in Germany. They had the cliff. They had the cliff. And boy, was it ever fast. But, I'm really happy here. I'm really happy with what the government is doing. Everybody is doing a good job. And
there's a new
pockets
of contagious here and there, but they're very well contained, and the government is working, keeping them contained in the small towns and stuff like that. So at the moment, everything is moving in the right direction.
One thing I haven't heard much about is the contact tracing apps. There was talk about it a few weeks ago.
There was lots of talk about it, but
other countries have done it.
I think it's not very practical from what I gathered. I don't know. They haven't brought it up in a while, so I am not sure what's going on with it.
All right.
If we have more information, we'll let you know, guys.
For sure.
I guess that's it for today.
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for watching.
We're gonna go out in the public and
take some footage for you
guys.
Take
some footage, and we'll post that on the next video.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.